So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about 5 interesting PlayStation 5 stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. Now the stories I wanted to dive into today includes a PlayStation 5 PC rumor being potentially shut down, upcoming PlayStation 5 exclusive gameplay overhaul, Wolverine's release date, Metal Gear Solid Remake reveal, and the power of the PlayStation 5 being possibly demonstrated against high-end PCs. First, yes or no, have you ever played the original Metal Gear Solid game or not? I'm surprised I've never asked this question before, considering we've talked about the remake for a while now. But yeah, have any of you actually played the original Metal Gear Solid game? I personally haven't finished it, but I tried it out, but that's just me. What about you? So comment below, yes or no, if you've played Metal Gear Solid 1 or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now diving into the first story of the video, PlayStation 5 exclusive gameplay overhaul. Reading from PlayStation Universe, speaking during an interview with IGN Japan, Silent Hill series producer Motoi Okamoto has revealed that the upcoming Silent Hill 2 remake will completely revamp the enemy AI so to offer a more enjoyable combat experience. Okamoto-san had nothing but positive things to say about Blooper's team's efforts with the remake, noting that the team have been carefully looking into ways to improve combat. We're remaking enemy AI from the ground up to be designed in a way that will allow players to enjoy the combat. Blooper team's love for the original is strong, so they're not going to simply add new enemies. They are looking at fine details that can help make combat fun, though, which means changing AI or small design elements. It might look the same, but it's different when you look closely. They really did a good job all throughout the game. So obviously I'm happy the enemy AI is being redone from the ground up. It's very much needed considering the original game is based on dated PlayStation 2 mechanics, and now that the camera has moved from angled view to third person view, things have to change as well in terms of gameplay. Enemies need to adapt to fit that third person gameplay setup and more modern AI tech. Now diving into the second story of the video, Wolverine PlayStation 5 release date. So this is a quick one. Recently Sony launched a trailer that contained all of their games for 2023, once again confirming the likes of Spider-Man 2 for this year. At this point, I think it seems locked. Other games were confirmed for this year as well, like Firewall Ultra for PlayStation VR2, but the one that left some curious is Wolverine, which wasn't in the trailer, confirming it's not coming out this year. I'm not sure why people thought it would come out this year, considering we never got a time frame from Insomniac at all for Wolverine, and most guessed it be 2024 at the earliest anyways. But there you have it. If you thought Wolverine was coming out this year, it's not. But you guys let me know if you think Wolverine will drop in 2024 or later. Let me know down in the comments below. Now diving into the third story of the video, the Metal Gear Solid Remake update. So this is another quick story. Quentin Flynn, who's been the voice of Raiden since Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, according to PlayStation Lifestyle, has come out on Twitter recently asking fans to stay tuned for things to be announced in the coming weeks. Now, this comes off recent rumors that the Metal Gear Solid Remake is set to be revealed in the next 2 months, February or March, potentially via a third-party state of play. I think if you add these two together, it's looking like we might actually get this remake announcement. Of course, you could be referencing something else Metal Gear Solid related, since we've heard about other Metal Gear Solid remasters happening, but considering we just recently heard the Metal Gear Solid remake could be announced in February or March, and now we got this shortly after, they seem possibly linked. Let's see how this goes. Of course, I still personally think Sony would hold a third-party state of play after the launch of PlayStation VR2, so possibly sometime in March, but we'll have to wait and see how it goes. Now diving into the fourth story of the video, the power of the PlayStation 5. So this was an interesting narrative going around in regards to PlayStation 5 only titles. For years now, Sony has shifted many of their PlayStation 4 titles to PC, and things seem to have worked out fine. The ports were great from what I've seen. Now we're getting to the point of porting PlayStation 5 only titles to PC. It was confirmed not too long ago that Returnal, a PlayStation 5 only title that launched in 2021 is coming to PC in early 2023, but there was one problem there for a lot of people. Reading from website 80.lv, the requirements for Returnal have been revealed, and it turns out you'll need 32 gigabytes of RAM to fully enjoy everything the game has in store. The minimum you need to have is not that steep, but the recommended RAM is not what everyone can boast about. According to Steam Hardware and Software Survey, 52% of users have 16 gigabytes of RAM, while those with 32 gigabytes of RAM make up only 13% of the Steam population. So take that in. You need 32 gigabytes of RAM to have the recommended specs to run Returnal, a PlayStation 5 only title. Fast forward to more recently with Forspoken, the specs for the game have been revealed as well. Looking at the recommended specs, you need an Intel i7 or a Ryzen 5 for the CPU side. In terms of video cards, you need the likes of an NVIDIA 3070 card, and you also need 24 gigabytes of RAM, and this is all to get 1440p 30 FPS gameplay. In terms of getting 4K 60, which is what PC players usually want to go for, you need the likes of a 4080 graphics card and 32 gigabytes of RAM. Now, looking at the PlayStation 5 side, in performance mode, the game will run at 60 FPS at 1440p compared to the PC's 1440p 30 FPS situation in the recommended settings. PS5 will also be able to run the game at 4K 30, while on PC you need a 4080 to do that at 60 FPS. Now, Returnal and Forspoken, this could come down to bad ports, but these are our actual first PlayStation 5 only titles being ported to PC, and we're seeing the results. To me, this makes the PS5 look pretty good, especially for the price, but let's see how these PS5 only PC ports churn out as the years pass by. And now diving into the final story of the video, PlayStation 5 PC Shutdown. So this was actually a surprising piece of information. PSVR2 is set to launch next month for PlayStation 5 only, obviously. I'm excited beyond the moon, as you guys already know, but there are people on PC who are waiting for the unofficial PC support for the headset. Apparently, that might be a while. One of the developers of the PlayStation VR 1 to PC homebrew stated this recently on PlayStation VR 2 to PC compatibility. You'd be wasting your money, as there is no guarantee you could ever use it on PC, and quite a good chance that you won't be able to. The original PlayStation VR is electronically equivalent to a monitor, and so it is relatively simple to get a video signal up on it. Reading sensors, etc. took a lot of reverse engineering and at least a year from release before anyone figured that out. It then took a couple more years before it was usable as a PC VR headset. Tracking and controllers using the original hardware is still very much a work in progress, over 5 years from release. This is without Sony making any effort to prevent non-PS4 users from using it. So without Sony being against it and the devs free to do it, it took years upon years to get it working decently on PC. Let's see how it goes for PSVR2. It's just not looking good right now. But you guys let me know if you think PlayStation VR 2 should get official PC support or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps. And subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is a part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is the body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with the power of PlayStation 5. Obviously, this is in reference to Forspoken and Returnal going to PC and seeing those requirements being, a bit steep. I don't know if that demonstrates bad ports or just how capable the PlayStation 5 is. Regardless, we're seeing the PlayStation 5 produce high quality games anyways. So if you're excited about future high quality games for PlayStation, destroy the comment section with the power of PlayStation 5. And I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.